Hello riders, it's Josh from CycleHunters.com. Today I have something that's pretty interesting. It's very cool, special as well. This is a 2015 Yamaha R3. Yeah. Special in the sense that 9 times out of 10 when we get a bike that's got aftermarket fairings on it, we get rid of them because they're not very good. But this bike is done extremely well. There are so many little tidbits to go over on this bike. As far as any blemishes, I'm going to tell you right now, there's very, very few. There's these little ones right here. There's a little crack in the windscreen. I mean, that's really the most stand-out type of blemish you're going to see on this bike. Because it's not flawless, but it's pretty close to being there. The little accents, the stickers, all the way down to the anodized levers, the caps. There's, I mean, you're talking all over the place on this bike. The seats, custom seats, beautiful custom seats. I mean, these are so good, nice and thick, you can get your legs to grip on them. Frame sliders, you're talking, and there's case covers, anodized rear sets, reservoir covers, the rear set peg and the passenger peg. The Coffman exhaust, down to the wheel tape. There's so much going on with this bike. It is such a cool little machine. So anybody who is somewhat maybe a beginner, maybe you've been riding for a long time and you don't want a big bike, you just want something to enjoy, rip around on. You're a race fan and you like that that look, that exacting speed focused race look. This has got that. And for me, someone that grew up loving P40 Warhawks and that shark mouth design, that gets me. I love that. I think that's just cool. This is a standout. There's no doubt about it. Again, so many little tidbits that, the oil cap. So, if you want a bike that offers real world, everyday enjoyability in a sport package, this is it. Here we go again with these covers, the caps, even the foot on the kickstand. You have so many little things going on here in this little package. The tail delete with the turn signals. So these are aftermarket signals on the bike. Great overall fun commuter. It's got enough power to get you in a little bit of trouble, but it's not a scary power. So again, if you're someone that is a beginner or maybe even an intermediate, especially you beginners out there, something like this, you're going to get a lot of mileage out of because you're able to pretty much jump on it, learn the clutch gas brake relationship, get comfortable with it, but yet still have power to go around in the twisties and just enjoy riding overall. Such a fun little bike. Oh, there's a little one right there. But yeah, there's so much fun to be had on these smaller displacement bikes. They're super popular today. Yamaha making the 300, Cowie's making the 400, Honda makes one. So, yeah. They're learner bikes, but they don't have to just be a learner bike. You could just want to have great fuel economy, and that'll give you great fuel economy because it's a small parallel twin cc motor. I think it's 321 cc's. So again, it's not gonna, set your hair on fire, but it is gonna give you that real world, everyday performance to go run around town, maybe between towns. If you have to get on the highway, maybe you go an X or two. It's going to be able to do it, but you're going to feel a little small on the highway. But these are generally focused for commuting, that type of a thing. Now, track days. If you are that type of person, these are awesome for track days. The turn signals, lights, and mirrors have to be either covered or taken off. A lot of times they'd have you put a tape on them so that there would be no broken glass had you laid it down or something. But you know, that's what a lot of people do with these bikes, is take them into the track and just go learn how to take corners and enjoy them, have fun, because they're so lightweight, very unintimidating. I mean, look, down to the gravel cover on the radiator. I mean, I don't know if you could put anything else on this bike. Maybe you can. Little one right there. You know, you can see just how well taken care of this bike is and how good it looks. Alrighty, so controls, very simple. High beam, low beam, your pass button. So if you flash somebody in front of you to get out of your way if you needed to. This is your turn signal, left, right, cancel in the middle, and your horn. Over here, on off, your starter, and your gauge cluster. Centrally located tack. You have your neutral light over here, high beam, low beam over here, and it looks like the turn signal's up here. Yep. Engine light, oil light down there. You have a clock, you have your fuel gauge, your gear selector, your odometer, which is a digital odometer, and this bike has 7,034 miles on it. Not a lot of mileage. It has been extremely well taken care of, as you can see. So let's see here. Signals, this is going to be left front, left rear, right rear, right front. So it looks like we have to have the bike on for the lights to be turned on. Now this is it's a running light, driving light, parking light, I guess you could call it. Pretty much, I think that's a European requirement. Let's pull the clutch. Nope. Fires right up. Fuel injected motor. Little parallel twin action. Coffman's exhaust. Hey, and you know what? That is not ridiculously loud. It's got some attitude, guttural grunt to it, just enough. Very cool bike. Snappy, snappy. Yeah, this would definitely excite you. Oh yeah. A lot of fun to be had on something like this, that's for sure. Again, you know, you got a bike that's going to offer real world performance, everyday enjoyable power. Let's see here. This is foot brake. This will be hand brake. You know what? I got to fire this up again so that we can see the headlights. All right, so this is going to be low beam. High beam. Low beam, high beam. Looks like they got a little shift light up top too. Steering stabilizer. Little tidbits all over, like I said, the frame sliders. You got stuff everywhere. If you go to a bike night, this is a standout for sure. Everything is so super clean. And all of our bikes, we perform a 48-point checklist on them. Part of that is we put a battery tender lead on every bike so that when you get your bike home, if you got a battery tender, you just go home and plug it in, tops off the battery, you're good to go. Oil and filter, part of our checklist. That's basic stuff. Steering head bearings. I mean, we're checking all kinds of stuff. Electrical system, testing the battery. Just making sure everything is as best as it can possibly be so that when you get a bike from us, it's as close to 100% as we can make it. This one did not take a lot because it came in really, really nice to begin with, well taken care of. So we can push it over the edge to get it to that highest level possible, which is what we did with this one. Good looking machine. So back seat, I gotta turn the key in. Do it with one hand here. So a little bit of space, not a whole lot. Maybe you have a hat on your head and your wallet, I guess. It goes in front. Back seats are always a little bit of a pain in the butt. There we go. So, good looking bike, super awesome condition, ready to rock and roll, very enjoyable ride. You know, again, it's got ample power, but it's no 600cc bike. It has that muscular look, it's aggressive, it is a sports bike, mini super sport. They do have racing series, you know, dedicated to these smaller machines. Cowie is competing pretty hard. I know a lot of people that ride those, but these Yamahas, boy, they are nice. And check that out, even down to the guard, R3. Oh yeah, so if you're digging the 2015 Yamaha R3, give us a call, 717-273-1809. You can see the full list of our current inventory at www.cyclehunters.com. You can email us at cyclehunters@gmail.com. We do have some financing options available, some aftermarket warranties available. We can ship bikes. In some cases, we can deliver them. Just really comes down to what is it we need to do, help you out, help accommodate you, so that can be in your garage when you're ready to go ride. Greeting you. Let's go rip up the road. Man, that's good looking. Bikes, it's a fun thing. Some people like, you know, the purists, they want to just keep stuff the same. They want to just keep it stock. Other people, nope. They got to make it their own. They got to make it something that's a little bit over the top, a little bit more aggressive. Me, I always like that. I love the stickers. I always love that race look, and this has got it. Absolutely. Well, until the next ride, happy riding.